Ladies and gentlemen, it's a big, weird, wild world out there, guys, and here we stand. Al pie del cañón, ready for anything. I'm Rob, that's the Natch, and you're listening to...
The ProBoh Show!
Ladies and gentlemen, good morning, good morning. It is a beautiful Thursday morning. How are you doing, Natch?
Fine, thank you.
Yeah, you missed the quiz last night.
Yes, I'm sorry.
I'm here with Richard. Did you enjoy the quiz last night?
Yes, and besides, those two children's voices sound familiar.
Yeah, that's the elves. Those are my elves.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's your granddaughters.
My two granddaughters.
Yeah.
All right, well, now I have a third.
Yeah, true story.
Yeah.
Jackie's coming back to Spain, right?
Maybe. I'll believe it when I see it.
Yeah.
All right.
How's he doing out there? What's he
He
working
seems to be
on?
making some money now.
Always a good thing.
But with something I cannot explain. People say, what does your son do? I said, I don't know.
Yeah, NFT, something to do with NFTs.
What does NFT stand for?
Non-fungible token.
Non-fungible token.
That's right.
Which is like something that is limited edition.
No, what it is, what you actually buy is a receipt for a link. And what they pretend to be selling is images, content. You can even associate music or video files with an NFT. Yeah, it's a world. It's a whole world. First of all, I just want to say a very quick good morning to our friends. Joining us in the chat, we've got Vaughan to Iron Man, Eugene, Ronnie, not Ravdos, sorry, The Bridge, Bonto, Iron Man, Vero. How you doing, guys? A lot of good mornings for Richard there. Good morning, beautiful warriors. How did the quiz go? How do you think the quiz went, Richard?
It was an easy quiz.
Yeah.
It was easy. I mean, there were not these, esoteric questions and things. I mean, well, Kyle, he did it. It was 5 sections. And, everything from Mozart to
Batman.
Michael J. Fox. And back to
By the way, the flying nun, Sally Field.
that was Sally Field.
I used to watch that show with my grandmother. She loved the flying nun.
Well, she had a long relationship with Burt Reynolds.
Did she? I did not know that.
And Burt Reynolds, later, when he was much older, he said his biggest regret was not having consolidated or married Sally Field.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, the one that got away, right?
Could be.
Just a quick roundup of what we've got coming up in the show. As always, I thoroughly tortured the elves this morning, and we have a hell of a show for you today, guys. Today, I ask 100 humans to name something a mother says that her kids pretend not to hear. Nombra algo que dice una madre que sus hijos fingen. Would you say? Is that good pronunciation, Richard?
Yeah, it's okay.
Fingen no oír. Pretend not to hear.
Yeah, pick up your toys. Put away your toys.
Yeah, no clues. That's coming up later. That's in the second half. Also in the second half, in Complete the News, we'll find out what France has a scourge of. Una plaga, I think you'd say, like a plague of.
Yeah.
So France is suffering a scourge of something. We'll find out what that is.
And you don't want me to say?
No.
All right.
Yeah, I know you read the news. A lot of the listeners don't.
All right.
It's not British tourists.
And do you know how to say
maybe
this
it is.
scourge in Spanish?
I'm sure my translation elf will help me later.
All right.
And today's unpopular opinion, here's something I do need your help with the translation. Today's unpopular opinion is, there's no such thing as a self-made man. No hay tal cosa como un
hombre que se hace a sí mismo.
Se hace a sí mismo.
O que se ha hecho a sí mismo. But there's no such thing as no existe.
No existe.
No existe el hombre hecho a sí mismo o la mujer hecha a sí misma.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have any thoughts on that before we go into the unpopular opinion today?
Oh, yeah, but I'm a self-made man.
But don't you attribute certain amount of your success to look, to good contacts?
No, my success, the luck was because I was born in an advanced country to good parents, and I had good primary school teachers.
Yeah.
After that, I think the rest is skill. Just keeping my, and I guess positive genes.
Yeah.
Okay,
Positive genes, a positive outlook.
I always say don't mention the word luck in front of self-made people. They have very little patience for that.
Yeah. Well, there's an argument to be made, right, that you make your own luck. You put yourself in the path of good fortune.
Well, I mean, I have a poem about it.
Ah, yeah?
La suerte se labra, no viene de Dios ni de abracadabra. You understand?
No, you're going to have to translate.
Luck is built. It's forged.
Yeah.
You know? Labrar, say labrar.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, it's labor. Okay. La suerte se labra.
So you labor your luck.
Luck is forged.
Yeah.
You know, like a blacksmith.
Yeah.
Luck is forged. No, sí, la suerte se labra no viene de Dios ni de abracadabra.
Yeah.
You understand? And so that's people. The harder you work, the luckier you are.
Yeah, they do say that. They do say that. And
Well,
there's
Ray
quite,
Kroc said that. You know who Ray Kroc was?
No, who was Ray Kroc?
He was the man who started McDonald's.
The one who stole McDonald's, or
No,
the
he
one who
didn't
started
steal it. He bought the 3 McDonald's that existed in California, and the McDonald brothers were not interested in growing,
in franchising.
in franchising. And so he said, well, I'll buy you out. And he created the McDonald's franchise.
Have you seen the movie?
No.
It's a great film.
No.
Michael Keaton plays the part of this
Ray
gentleman.
Kroc.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's a hell of a turn. It's a good role. Let's take a quick look at the chat. Annie's here joining us from India. India, how are you doing? Nuria Tam joining us. Good morning. The Bridge. Finchen is a phlegm cleaner. Yeah, we have to change the sponges every day for the accumulation of phlegm for the people who speak Spanish in the show. True story.
Oh, really?
No, we don't.
I remember a guy. Well, I remember a ventriloquist, and he had one of his puppets was a terrorist.
Yeah, what's his name? Not Bo Burnham. What's his name, the guy?
But his name was Ahmed.
Yeah.
Ahmed was the terrorist. And how do you spell your name? Is it A-Phlegm-M-E-D? Ahmed.
Let's continue. We've got Born to Iron Man. Thank you a lot of love in the chat today. Happy birthday, BTI. My God, happy birthday. 21 years old, I'm sure. Rob, Richard causes you to go into Gumersindo mode. No, it's not true.
Gumersindo what?
Gumersindo. There's a monkey that lives in my head, apparently.
You know,
when people are talking, I kind of go into the white room.
1 month ago, I met a woman by the name of Gumersinda.
Wow.
I know 2 Gumersindos, but I never met a Gumersinda.
I met one on a Vaughan town, a Gumersindo.
Yes.
The legendary Gumersindo.
Yeah, that's the one of the two one of the 2 I know.
Have you ever seen him since all those years ago?
The last time I saw him was in Italy because we did a Vaughan town in Italy.
Right.
Tuscany. And Gumer was there.
Yeah. So yeah, Gumersindo is what the audience have named my ability to kind of fall into a daze when Andrea is speaking. It's not true, eh? It's not true. I pay attention. Let's see. Well, wait, I'll tell you what, Natch. While Richard's here, let's go straight into our unpopular opinion.
Unpopular opinion.
Okay, guys, you know what this is. This is an unpopular opinion, a brain fart, un pedo cerebral, un pedo mental, una rayada. I share it with you on my social media today. I shared it with Instagram, and there is no such thing as a self-made man. No existe un hombre
hecho a sí mismo.
Hecho a sí mismo.
Se haya hecho a sí mismo.
Is that a refrain in Spain as well?
No.
Ah, right,
No.
okay. But they would
Well, I
understand.
didn't know that
what you
was a saying in English.
mean. A self-made man? Oh,
No,
yeah, absolutely.
there's no such thing as a self-made man.
No, it's not a saying. I
Okay.
mean, a self-made man, the concept of a self-made man. A
No,
person-
that's used a lot.
Yeah.
Una persona que se hace a sí mismo.
Yeah,
O sea,
yeah.
Una persona hecha. That's it's used in Spain.
So I released a poll on social media last night, and people have voted through the evening. Can you guess how people have voted? True or false? There is no such thing as a self-made man.
I think here in Spain, the majority would say it's true that there's no such thing. It's luck.
It's luck. What do you think, Natch? True or false?
True.
All right.
You see?
Gentlemen, 57% true. You're right. But it's a marginal win there for true. I mean, I've seen much more biased polls.
We see here in Spain there's a natural negativity from historical reasons.
Mal pensados.
Yeah, it's interesting. No seas mal pensado.
Yeah.
You know that you can't translate that. I mean,
No.
you can say don't have a tendency to think negatively first,
Yeah, don't be so pessimistic.
but that's
maybe.
pesimismo. But you see, mal pensado means estará robando. You know, understand?
Yeah.
Well, in 10 years he's gone from 0 to 10 or 100. Pero estará robando. I mean, they use the future for probably. He's probably stealing.
Yeah.
And that's ser mal pensado. And that adjective has no equivalent in English.
Yeah, no, it's true. It's true, you couldn't say it. Let's see what the chat is saying. Veros is false. The human personality is built from success and mistakes that we make. That is the way men or women make themselves, or himself or herself, she says.
But, Rob, I'm going to have to make a discreet exit.
Oh, well, thank you for dropping by.
Mark is waiting for me to ponerme el maquillaje, to put on makeup
put your makeup on.
And speak in front of the TV.
Okay, well, thank you for dropping by. Anytime, you're always welcome.
Okay, take care now.
Okay, take care. All right, so I, as always, thoroughly tortured the elves this morning, and here we go. We got some pro and con points with regards to whether there is such a thing as a self-made man, un hombre hecho a sí mismo. So here we go. In the pro column, influence of external factors. Every person is influenced by a plethora of external factors, including their upbringing, education, societal structures, and even luck. These elements play a significant role in an individual's success, making the notion of being entirely self-made somewhat misleading. Fair point, right? There are a ton of causal factors in a person's life from things that they don't even control. I mean, Richard there was making the point that luck doesn't exist. But, you know, if you're lucky enough to be in a family that values education, they'll send you to a better college, you make better contacts, and the ball rolls in that way, right? There is privilege. There is always privilege. I know people hate that word nowadays. I'm not privileged. But, I mean, you know, if you're born, you know, in a European country right now, you are way more privileged. If you're born in Spain, or if you're born to a wealthy American family, you enjoy more privilege than those in less fortunate terms. Now let's continue. Reliance on others. No person achieves great success without the help or support and cooperation of others, whether it's through mentorship, collaboration, or other means. That's a true story too. I think about my own life. You know, I've relied on a lot of people that have helped me achieve any kind of success that I have now. You know? I wouldn't consider it, you know, a massive success, but the success I enjoy certainly wasn't something that I did for myself. Let's continue. Societal infrastructure. Modern success often relies on societal infrastructure, like roads, the internet, educational institutions, none of which are built by one individual alone. That's fascinating for me, and very, very true. I mean, come on. You know, if it weren't for modern technology, quite a lot of the billionaires that exist nowadays probably wouldn't, right? And they didn't invent the internet. Interesting. Next, cultural and historical context. Individuals build upon the work, ideas, and discoveries of those who came before them. In a sense, their achievements are part of a continuum rather than isolated incidents of self-made success. Yeah. You know, most people come through institutions. I mean, if a self-made man would have to be born in a desert island and create something from nothing. You know what I mean? And literally none of us do that. Even if we go to an educational institution, we didn't build that institution. There is no such thing as a self-made man. Or is there? Because the elves also gave us some con arguments. Personal initiative and drive. While external factors play a role, personal initiative, determination, and hard work are undeniable components of many success stories. The term self-made celebrates these individual efforts. Next, overcoming adversity. Some individuals rise from exceptionally challenging circumstances with minimal support to achieve great successes. In these cases, the term can be an acknowledgement of their resilience and determination. Woo! Next, the term might not imply that someone achieved everything without any help, but that they were the primary decision maker in their journey, charting their course with a high degree of autonomy. That's true. Let's unpack that at that point. I mean, saying that self-made man, taking that literally, taking that as a literal meaning that I am my own man. I created my success. If we take that too literally, we're making kind of a false argument there. We're getting into the meaning of the words rather than the meaning of the sentiment around the words, the contextual meaning. A self-made man is someone who worked hard for their success, no? Oh, no. You guys are going to decide in a second. The idea of self-made man is rooted in certain cultural narratives, especially in places that value individualism and entrepreneurship. In these contexts, it serves as an aspirational idea. Or an aspirational ideal, motivating others to take the initiative and responsibility for their destinies. All right, so there you go. Those are the pro and con statements. I did get some messages on Instagram. Before I turn my attention to the live audience, we'll check out a few of those. Maya says, honestly, I believe in the power of hard work and drive. I've poured everything into my business, but I won't deny mentors and networks that made things possible. That's that's a healthy view on success, I think. I think that's a healthy view. Natch, I'm starting to hear my voice go croaky. There's a lot of quiz night last night. Squeezed into a little time. Liam says, from a historical perspective, every individual is a product of their society and upbringing. Great men and women always have roots, influences, and support systems. I got a few more messages there. What I'm going to do is a little bit unusual today. I'm going to post the poll in the chat now. We're going to keep on talking about it, but I'm going to post the poll in the chat now. And you guys, while we go over some news stories, are going to tell me what you think. Do you think there's such a thing as a self-made man? Okay, let me release this poll to our chat. We're going to do this live today in honor of our unexpected guest, Mr. Richard Vaughan, who is himself, or he himself considers himself, a self-made individual. Okay, the poll is live in the chat. You guys are going to tell me, is it true? If you're voting, the actual, the vote should be, there's no such thing as a self-made man. I'm sorry, the text is a little screwed up there. So true or false, there is no such thing as a self-made man. All right, let's see what the chat is saying right now. Today, England will take on New Zealand in the opening match of the Cricket World Cup. Thank you for that information, Annie. False. Oh, no, we read that one. Young sportsmen in India went up through the ranks, starting from the slums of Mumbai. This is from Annie, who's got personal experience over there in India. Through the ranks, starting from the slums of Mumbai, and he did it all by himself, and there are many more stories like that. So Annie's saying false. No, a self-made man can exist. The poll in the chat is the concept of a self-made man has validity. Okay, so it's I screwed up with the text, so we'll find out. So what do you think? Concept of a self-made man, is that a true thing? Is that true or is that false, Natch? What do you think?
I'm not sure. It's difficult for me.
Nessa in the chat says that there can be a certain amount of arrogance attributed to people who consider themselves self-made, you know?
Yes, you always need...
You always need other people, right?
Guidelines, I don't know.
Investors.
Yes.
You know? How many people invested in successful startups? Often startups started by one person, a small group of people. I'm self-made. My success is mine. But then, you know, what about all the investors that invested millions into that startup? What about the people who invested in your education? Or sent you to institutions where you'd make the right contacts at the right time to do the right things? Interesting. Nuriatam says, everyone needs help to reach everything. Yeah, I don't know. Is the term self-made man perhaps a bit of a legacy? A bit of a legacy statement from the idea of the American dream, the guy who starts with nothing and crawls his way to success. Even in the rank, I mean, I don't know cricket, I'm going to be honest with you, Annie, but those young men in the slums of Mumbai at some point crossed paths with people who became mentors, trainers. You know? To state yourself as a self-made individual, well, you are the person who kind of initiated or put in the time and effort. But is it really down to you alone? It's interesting, right? So the poll is going. We've still got a few minutes left of the poll. Let's see how we do. It seems to be a quite Yeah. It seems to be quite decisive, the poll. So far, it's 100%. I'll let you know the results in a second. Let's see what people are saying. How do you define self-made? Well, that's an interesting point, right? So what does self-made mean? I actually did look this up when I was coming up with the unpopular opinion. Let me see. What does self-made mean? Well, obviously, I did that yesterday, and I didn't save it. So, the rich and successful as a result. This is from Cambridge.com. It means to be rich and successful as a result of your own work, not because of family money. Okay? Yeah. Are we maybe making a false argument here, saying self-made man doesn't exist, but we're taking the statement too literally? It could be. Rich and successful as a result of your own money, not from family money. Successful as a result of your own effort. Rich and successful as a result of your own work, not because of money from your family. That seems to be the general definition of a self-made man. But look, I mean, everybody enjoys a certain amount of their... Everyone has to attribute a certain amount of their success to family money. I didn't pay to put myself through school. I didn't pay for the clothes that I wore in my childhood. I didn't pay for the rent for the house that I slept in. I mean, am I again taking it too literally here? Or is there validity in what I'm saying? So the poll, the concept of a self-made man has validity, is nearly finishing. And I'll tell you what they say. Here we go, last seconds. All right. So on Instagram, they said false, I believe. Hang on, wait. God, I'm in a mess today. I wasn't expecting Richard to be in the studio, Natch. Always a pleasant surprise. But, yeah, threw me off my game today. So let's see. On Instagram, they said 57% of people said there is no such thing as a self-made man. Here in the chat, I released the poll. The concept of a self-made man has validity. It's true. And, oh well, can we get a little drum roll, Natch? 100% of the people watching the show said it's true. There is such a thing as a self-made man. Yeah, I kind of think that I kind of think it's true too. I think quite often when we say no, self-made man is a myth, it's because we take the term too literally. You know, I think when we say self-made, we mean that we've completely changed what was in the trajectory of our lives. We've changed our paths. You know, would I consider myself a self-made man? To a certain degree, yes. What limited success I enjoy, I think I was definitely the igniter of that engine. I could have settled into a life in my hometown, earning minimum wage in a factory somewhere, which is what I was doing before I managed to get myself into university. You know, I paid my way through university by myself. You know, I put in a lot of effort and work to gather the skills that I needed to take on a career in radio and media. Yeah, I think quite often we mix up the term self-made, and we kind of think that can be attributed to solely one person's effort. I don't think the turn of phrase, un hombre hecho a sí mismo, the self-made man, is really supposed to be taken that literally. I think it's much more about having changed your trajectory in life and gone on to achieve something beyond what people expected of you. Does that make sense, Natch? Yeah. Good. Dude, serious start to the show today. We started off with the unpopular opinion, friends. So there you go, 100% true. When we come back after the break, I'm going to cover a little bit of news stories. I also want to talk a little bit about the pub quiz last night. Natch, you were missed last night. You were missed. There were some fans of our shows.
Thank you for all the fans.
Yeah. It was very nice. There was one lady who, every time I saw her, she said, "You have to laugh. I love your laugh." But if you ask anyone on Instagram, my laughing is the most annoying part on the show. Sorry, I can't help it, friends. I can't help it. But it was nice, yeah. I saw Jeffa last night from the Warriors. You see Jeffa in the chat in our live audience. By the way, the interactive part of the show is coming up in a few minutes, guys. So you need to join us on twitch.tv/professional bohemian. A little bit of a change in the order of the show today. We've done our unpopular opinion. In the next part of the show, we'll look at some news. We'll complete the news and we'll find out what 100 humans have to say about the world. Guys, so many things you could have been doing this morning. An infinite number of things. But instead of doing those things, you have taken the time to spend some time with the Natch and myself, and it means the absolute world. Guys, I will see you in a few short minutes. Hey guys, if you'd like to support the show, you can do so on Patreon. That's patreon.com/professional bohemian. There you'll find VODs of the episodes as they are recorded live, blogs, vlogs, and behind-the-scenes content. If you'd like to watch the show live, you can do so on twitch.tv/professional bohemian, and you can participate in the polls we use in the show on Instagram @professional bohemian or Twitter @ProBoh, PROBOH. Okay, on with the show. Ladies and gentlemen, jeez Louise, I can't even speak today. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the show. Yeah, it was a late night at the Vaughan radio quiz. It was certainly nice to see all the fans and friends out there. A big hug to Jeffa and the lady who was trying to make me laugh all the time. But a lot of fun, Natch. It was a lot of fun. A few new faces as well. It's always nice to see new Vaughan listeners at these things. All right, let's look at a little bit of news. If you just tuned in, a little change to the schedule because Richard Vaughan joined us for the first part of the show. He considers himself a self-made man, so he took a little deep dive with today's unpopular opinion to talk about the concept of a self-made man. It seems to me that Instagram said that they don't exist. Our chat said they did. I think we'll call that a tie. It's true that everyone needs a little help on their path to success, but is calling yourself a self-made man somewhat, a bit of a lie? Or is it just a turn of phrase? There are certainly people who enjoy success due to the fruits of their own efforts. That's can't take that away from people. All right, on that note, guys, let's look at a little bit of news, something we had to skip at the beginning of the show. Let's see. So, it's official, Natch. It's official. Science confirms what's inside the moon. I hope Andrea's listening because she thinks it's hollow. So, scientists confirm what's inside the moon. You know where it is, Natch? Can you guess?
Gas?
It's cream cheese. It's cream cheese inside the moon. Scientists? No, it's not. It's caramel. No, it's not caramel either. It's... The moon's inner core is a solid ball with a density akin to iron. This discovery aims to resolve the long-standing debate about whether the moon's core is solid or molten. The study, led by astronomer Arthur Briaud from the French National Centre for Scientific Research, utilized data from space missions and lunar laser ranging experiments. Their findings suggest that the moon's inner core is similar to the Earth's, with an outer fluid layer and a solid inner core. So there you go. Finally, that mistake. I know it's been keeping you up at night. Natch, what's the moon made of? Now you know. So now at least when Andy says the moon's hollow, we've got an answer. All right, Facebook. You know Facebook has a new AI, Natch. There's a new intelligence and a new artificial intelligence beyond Mark Zuckerberg, as we all know. He's a robot. But there's another one. And this one can create stickers. Well, this coming from Ars Technica. There is a problem with Facebook's AI. Facebook's new AI stickers can generate Elmo with a knife and child soldiers. I encourage you to seek out this news story. If you're a member of the Patreon, all you have to do after the show is go there and check it out for yourself. Less than a week after Meta introduced AI-generated stickers in its Facebook Messenger app, users have started creating and sharing potentially offensive images of copyrighted characters on social media. You know, this is why we can't have nice things, Natch. We humans. We just can't. An artist named Pierre-Olivier Desbiens highlighted the issue by posting a series of these stickers, leading to a surge of similar content from others. The new features allows users to produce AI-simulated stickers images from text descriptions in both Facebook Messenger and Instagram Messenger. So there you go. You can create Elmo with a knife, child soldiers. I mean, wasn't this destined to happen, though? I mean, like, isn't that the nature of the internet, just to be a troll, you know? I don't know how do you say troll in Spanish, Natch? Internet troll.
I would think it's the same.
Ah, really? Un troll. Oh, wow, dude, thank you. It's an education. Give yourself a nivelazo, dude. Come on.
Nivelazo.
You deserve one. You deserve one, Natch. You don't have any elves in there. Yes, that's someone else said to me. I think it was Nessa. You need to stop forcing Natch to give you nivelathos. I don't force Natch to give me nivelathos. They come from inside. They come from inside himself. Okay, let's continue. Oh God, Apple back in the news. Apple declares its $17,000 solid gold watch officially obsolete. Oh my God. Ending repairs and servicing. So Apple has declared its first generation solid gold edition Apple Watch models, which sold between $10,000 and $17,000. They've just declared them obsolete. If you were stupid enough to spend that much money on an Apple Watch, I almost think you deserve what you get. Come on. This means these watches will no longer receive software updates, parts, repairs, or other services. So, you buy an expensive watch, right, Natch? Lasts a lifetime. You know the old school watches, the ones you use just to tell the time? Lasts a lifetime. You bought this watch in 2015. You spent $17,000 on it in 2015. 8 years later, it's obsolete. Throw it away. Go put it in the trash, friends. Dude, this is my biggest problem with Apple. It's if you discontinue repairs and software updates, that is in essence planned obsolescence, friends. I mean, don't get me wrong. I know most hardware companies kind of are using planned obsolescence nowadays. There was a famous story of a printer that automatically broke after a certain amount of prints. And if you took out one chip, you could continue using it. I think we covered that on the show, actually. But this I just find it so barefaced, right? It's just so blatant. They don't even try and hide it anymore. It's crazy. It's crazy. Let's see. Can we say more of a man who believes in himself rather than a self-made? I guess so. I mean, a good kind of... Would that be a good proxy? A man who believes in himself? No. I mean, the phrase self-made kind of says it all. It's just if you take the phrase too literally, Annie, it kind of sounds a little bit arrogant. But... I think when you overanalyze the phrase or frase hecha, the self-made man, you kind of rob it of its meaning and add a meaning of your own. Self-made man is just or a self-made woman, a self-made person is just a person who, through their own effort, has achieved success, who's changed their trajectory in life and made something better. I'm not sure if there's a better way of saying that, but that's it. The bridge says, Rob, they even say trolear too. Oh, nivelazo for the bridge. Come on.
Vaya nivelazo.
Trolear. A trolear. To troll. I like it. R.I.P. says the con. Yeah, if you're wearing an Apple Watch, just throw it in the bin. Do you have one of those watches, Natch? Do you wear
No, I never wear a watch.
Yeah, I never used to until I got my step counter, and now I'm kind of reliant on wearing a watch. And I don't measure my steps anymore because it's thoroughly depressing. I don't move enough, Natch. I need to go back to the gym, my dude. Are you still working out?
Well, yes.
That's what the answer I give when people ask. You know.
Yes, because I've changed my routines. Now I do yoga instead of working harder. And I have less time because I don't come by car.
Yeah. Natch is a part of the patinetti crew.
Yes, I'm starting to...
The transformation.
Yes.
The transformation is almost complete. Next step, shave your head, man.
Yes. It's not too far.
Oh, poor Natch. Poor Natch. It's not me. I'm not a bad influence. This is just a coincidental shift towards the stranger side of the world. Welcome, Natch. Welcome, brother. He's laughing, but we all know it's true. Let's see. The way he told us, yes, it's definitely a no, says Annie. Yeah, Richard Vaughan considers himself a self-made man. And in many respects, it's true. He started his business on his own. Being a self-made man doesn't negate, for me at least, in my interpretation, doesn't negate the idea that you have received help on the journey. Just maybe that you were the inflection point. You were the cause of the change in direction and the success you enjoy. I use manual watches. It looks great, says Con. Yeah, old school watches. I mean, this thing. I think it's a Xiaomi something. A step counter. Cost me $20, dudes. And it works perfectly. If you spent $17,000 on an Apple Watch, you probably have the kind of disposable income. Whereas if it becomes obsolete, you wouldn't care. That's just a guess, my friends. That's just a guess. All right, friends. So that's the news. Apple sucks. Facebook sucks. And the moon is not hollow. There you go. All right, let's go to today's 100 Humans. All right. The way he told us, it's definitely a no. I was referring to your working out, Natch. Yeah, because that's kind of how I answer. Rob, do you work out? Yeah. I walk to the metro every morning. I walk to the subway. That's working out, isn't it? Oh, okay. Oh, my God, friends. Tell you what, it was a long walk to work this morning across snow-capped mountains and through river valleys. And on that walk, I encountered 100 humans. And I asked them all a question. Today's question was, name something a mom says that her kids pretend not to hear. Nombra algo que dice una madre que sus hijos fingen no oír. Wow, that was good pronunciation, I've got to say. On.
¿Será posible? Vaya nivelazo.
Dude, that wasn't me provoking the Natch. That came from the Natch. Okay, so I asked them that question. They gave me their answers. I am in possession of the top 7 answers right now. Your job in the chat is to identify those top 7 answers. Here we go. What do you think, Natch?
For example, have you done your homework?
Have you done your homework? ¿Has hecho los deberes? Have you done your homework? Is it there? Have you done or do in the imperative? Do your homework. Is it there? Natch, yes it is. Well done. Well done. It's there. It's the 3rd most popular answer, my man. Well done. 12 of 100 humans said that kids pretend not to hear do your homework. Very good. Los deberes. Yeah.
Nivelazo.
Oh, that was totally Natch. Oh, wow. There are a lot of people at home now pissed off because they think I'm forcing you. All right, let's go to the chat. Eugene says, go to bed. Go to bed. God, I wish that was an order and not a part of this quiz. Tired this morning. Is go to bed there? Yes, it is. Well done, Eugene. All the way from Russia with the correct answer, Eugene. You rock. Go to bed is there. It's the 2nd most popular answer, with 18 of 100 humans saying children ignore when their mum says go to bed. Very good. All right, let's continue. Set the table. Whoa, can we get a nivelazo? Set the table.
Wow, que nivelazo.
Que nivelazo. But is it there? No, it's not. It's a good one, though. You're there playing your Sega Mega Drive. Do I sound old? Come and set the table. I didn't hear a thing. She's got no proof. All right. Next one. Let's see. Tidy up your room. Clean your room, you. Limpia tu habitación. Clean your room. Is that there? That one's from Nuriatam. Is it there? Yes, it is. Well done. Nuriatam. It's the number one answer. Nuriatam killing it. 43 of the 100 humans today said that children ignore the phrase clean your room when their mom says it. Okay, guys, you're doing really well. You've only got 1, 2, 3, 4 to get. All right. Stop playing, says Rafelka. Stop playing. Stop having fun. Down to the mines. Is stop playing there? No, it's not. Wap, wap, wow. Good answer, though. Good answer. Get up. Get out of bed. Get up. Is it there? No, it's not. Oh. That was from the bridge. Good answer. Who's that boy / girl? Who is that? Is it there? I'm sorry, I didn't hear you. What were you saying? Is it there? No, it's not. Annie with another good one. Be home early. Come home. Be home by 10 o'clock. Is to come home early there? No, it's not. Sorry, guys. I'm going to have to give you some clues. Nuritam here says, don't smoke. What was that? Nuritam didn't hear you. Don't smoke is not there either. Okay. Let me give you a clue. You guys have got some good answers there, but a lot of them aren't in the chat. Here's a clue. Stop playing wasn't there from Rafelka. He said stop playing, but that's not there. You've got to imagine while kids are playing, they're generating a lot of something, right? They're generating something in the house that is disagreeable. What do you think that might be, Natch?
I think it's what Richard said. Pick up your toys.
Ooh, stop, pick up your toys. No. It's like I'm trying to watch this. Can you guys... I'm trying to listen to... Be quiet, well done! Don't be noisy, said Conman. Well done. Well done. You guys are killing it. Be quiet. Be quiet. I'm trying to listen to the ProBoh Show, guys. Be quiet. Okay, let's continue. Okay, what else do we have in the chat, firstly? Mostly everything they ignore, says Rafelka. I think that's a true story. Make your bed. Be home early. Okay, brush your teeth. Brush your teeth. It's not there. It's not there, Rafelka. I think there is one word in the English language. It's a proper noun. All of us have one, and they're all different, except for in Spain, where there are only 7, and you share them. What am I talking about? What's something a mom could say?
Your name.
Your name! Well done, Natch! All right, Spain. I know you're getting angry right now. Bear in mind, I don't care. Okay? There are 7 names, and you all share them. Jose Maria, yeah, come on. Javier. I mean, there are 7 names. We've done the research. All right. Okay, what else do we have here in the chat? Stop teasing your brother. Good one from Annie. Rafelka says, wash your hands. Stop picking your nose, says Eugene. That's a good one. Give your brother or sister a chance. Don't make a mess. None of those are there. Sorry. Good morning, Kaluna. Welcome to the chat. How are you doing, my friend? Okay, I'm going to give you another clue. You've got 2 more to get. This is a very short word. You know? This is a very, very short word. Usually rejecting a proposition. What's the word they ignore, Natch?
No.
Very good. Okay, you've only got 1 more left to get. All right, here we go. Kids don't want to do this. Or me, to be honest. I would rather eat ice cream and frozen pizza. But parents expect more from their children. They want them to eat this. What is it, Natch?
Eat your vegetables.
Eat your vegetables. Well done. Well done, you guys. Nuriatam identified noise. Well done. Healthy food, says Annie. Well done, well done. So it was eat your vegetables. Let's go through the list, my friends. Okay, so I asked 100 humans to name something. And Mom says that her kids pretend not to hear. Nombra algo que dice una madre que sus hijos fingen no oír. In position number 7 was the word no. They pretend not to hear that. What did Mom say? I don't know. Let's keep on setting fire to the curtains. I'm not a parent, but I imagine that's pretty much what they do. All right. In position number 6, their name. They'll ignore their name. Oh, that's Mom shouting me. Let's move further away. In position number 5, we had be quiet. Stop making so much noise. Be quiet. 7 of 100 humans said that one. In position number 4 was eat your vegetables. Las verduras. Eat your vegetables. 8 of 100 humans said that one. In position number 3 was do your homework. Haz los deberes. Do your homework. 12 of 100 humans said that one. In position number 2 was go to bed. Go to bed. Ir a la cama. Go to bed. And finally, in position number 1. Congratulations to Nuriatam. Clean your room. Limpia tu habitación. Clean your room. What did she say? She said keep on playing video games. Perfect. Thanks, Mom. Mom's the best. All right, friends, let's move on to Complete the News.
Complete the news.
All right, guys, here we go. We're in Complete the News territory. This is a simple game. I'm going to give you a news headline, a real news headline. Your guys' job is to identify the information that I leave out. I'm going to give you a news headline with some information missing. If you're one of the many people watching the show but not contributing, this is your moment, because all you have to tell me is A, B, or C. This news story quite big, I think. A lot of you are going to get this, but let's see. Okay, France to hold a crisis meeting over the scourge or a scourge of blank. Scourge is plaga. You could say a plague of something. France celebra reuniones de crisis. Crisis meeting?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Nivelazo.
Por la plaga de blank. Is it A, bedbugs? Bedbug. I have no idea how to say that in Spanish. What's that? Translation, Alf. Kick. Chinches. Is it B, English tourists, turistas ingleses? Or is it C, immigrants, inmigrantes? A, B, or C? France to hold a crisis meeting over a scourge of A, bedbugs, chinches, B, English tourists, turistas ingleses, or C, immigrants, inmigrantes? Okay, we've got a C, we've got some A's. What do you think it is, Natch?
A.
You think it's A, bedbugs? A seems to be a very popular answer in the chat. Only one person say, you know what, Con, I'm going to salute you. Even though you're being malpensado and you think it's immigrants. Everybody else says A, bedbugs. Let's see if you're right. France holds a crisis meetings over the scourge of... Of course, it was A, bedbugs. Well done, guys. No fooling you today. This news coming from... Where did I get this news? From France24.com. The French government is holding emergency meetings in response to significant rise in reported bedbug cases, which are now viewed as a potential major public health concern. All right, we'll do one more. We have to be quick. Seychelles. I don't know how you'd say Seychelles in Spanish. It's the same.
Las Islas Seychelles.
Seychelles. Okay, the Seychelles opposition leader, a leader de la oposición, all right, governmentally, So the leader to the opposition in the Seychelles opposition leader, Patrick Herminie, is charged with acusado de blank. Is it A, corruption, B, witchcraft, or C, selling cigarettes to minors? Minors, not mineros. Minors is in children. Miners who work in mines, they can smoke. Don't worry, guys. So the leader of the opposition, Patrick Herminie, charged with, is it A, corruption, B, witchcraft, or C, selling cigarettes to minors? So he's being charged with something, but what is it? Ooh, the chat are very clear on this one. Have I picked obvious complete the newses for today? So is it corruption, corrupción, witchcraft, brujería, or C, selling cigarettes to minors, venta de cigarrillos a los menores, or a menores? What do you think it is, Natch?
C?
I think C, selling cigarettes. Let's see, the chat seem to be going for witchcraft. Let's see. Okay, Seychelles opposition leader Patrick Herminie charged with... Well done, chat. It's B, witchcraft. The main opposition leader in Seychelles, Patrick Herminie, along with 7 others, have been charged with witchcraft. Guys, a fascinating story, but I don't have time to cover it right now. Friends, you can catch all the links and things and all the pieces of news with little explainers there on my Patreon for you all to find and pick through. Guys, it's been a hell of a show today. Thank you so much. A big thank you to those of you who went to the quiz not last night and met me and the rest of my radio colleagues. It's been a hell of a show, and I will see you guys tomorrow.